I'm Tony Jha from Thailand and play Decha.
Wow, everybody is coming. I'm so happy. My character is badass, but now dance to the ball.
Tony Jha, the Thai martial arts legend who made the world fall in love with Muay Boran through Ong-Bak, just revealed the silent war he has been fighting since mid-2024. For nearly 2 years, he disappeared from films, events, and nearly every public space. Thai outlets whispered about it, fans speculated endlessly, and family members stayed tight-lipped. But now, the 50-year-old has broken his silence, and the details are far more serious than anyone expected. This is the full story of what happened, what the doctors found, and the shocking recovery nobody predicted.
I can inspire from the Jackie Chan and Bruce Lee and Jet Li, but we need to signature.
You know, I'm so proud. I'm really so proud. I'm from Thailand. Thailand is a small country, but I want to show what Thai people can do. But now I'm so proud to be here.
The silent disappearance that broke fan hearts everywhere. Tony Jha was everywhere, and then suddenly he was nowhere. For almost 2 years, the man behind Ong-Bak, Tom Yum-Goong, and countless action classics pulled a complete vanishing act. No red carpets, no film announcements, no training videos, nothing. And for a guy who built his entire brand on being loud through his fists, that kind of silence was deafening. See, Tony Jha is not just another action star. Born Tachakorn Yiram on February 5, 1976, in rural Surin province, Thailand, he grew up herding elephants in the dusty countryside of Isayan. His parents, Rin Saipech and Thongde Yirum, were poor, but they raised him with a fierce love for discipline and tradition. His father practiced Muay Thai, and little Tachakorn spent hours watching old martial arts movies, dreaming of a bigger life. By age 10, he was already training hard, mastering not just Muay Thai, but the ancient, almost forgotten art of Muay Boran. Here is the part that most people miss. Jha did not just stumble into fame. He begged legendary choreographer Pana Ritakrai for a chance, threatening drastic measures if he was not accepted as a student. That grit paid off, but it took 14 long years as a stuntman with the Muay Thai stunt team before the world ever learned his name. Then came 2003. Ong-Bak. The Thai warrior exploded onto screens, and the world lost its mind. Jha played Ting, a humble villager chasing down thieves who stole a sacred Buddha head. But the plot was almost secondary. What people could not stop talking about were the stunts. Wire-free flips, jumping through barbed wire, sliding under moving trucks, running across the shoulders of a crowd. No CGI, no doubles, no green screen. Just a 27-year-old kid doing things that looked physically impossible. Hollywood noticed fast, and soon Jha was landing roles in Fast and Furious 7, the Expendables franchise, and a string of international hits. But here is the catch. All that pounding, all those landings on concrete, all those real hits taken year after year took a toll no one outside his inner circle ever saw. And then, around the middle of 2024, Tony Jha just stopped. No new projects, no appearances, nothing. Fans got suspicious almost immediately. Old photos surfaced showing him noticeably thinner, and that is when the internet did what the internet always does. It went wild. Forums on Reddit, Thai fan pages, and Facebook groups lit up with theories. Some claimed he was using drugs. Others whispered about HIV. A few even said he had died, and Thai media was hiding it. His family and management denied every single rumor, but the silence from Jha himself only added fuel to the fire. The crazy part is, nobody except his closest family knew the truth. Not his longtime stunt team, not his film producers, not even many of his close friends. Tony Jaa was fighting something far more dangerous than any on-screen villain. And he was doing it the way he always trained, quietly, with discipline, and without asking for sympathy. And what most people do not realize is that during this silent period, Jaa leaned hard into his spiritual side. A devout Buddhist since childhood, he had already ordained as a monk back in 2010 for spiritual grounding. Reports suggest he deepened that practice during his hidden battle, blending traditional Thai healing beliefs with modern medicine. His wife and 2 daughters reportedly stayed by his side through every hospital visit, every treatment, every dark night. Then came early 2026. Thai outlets like Nine Entertain and Thai Rath broke the story that would crush fans worldwide. But the full picture only came together slowly, piece by piece, like a puzzle nobody wanted to finish. The details that emerged next changed everything fans thought they knew about their hero. The heartbreaking diagnosis is only the surface of what Tony Jaa was truly facing. Diagnosis that shook Thailand and devastated fans abroad. Around June of 2024, Tony Jaa started feeling something was seriously off. It was not a pulled muscle or a bruised rib from training. This was different. Sharp, stabbing abdominal pain hit him hard, and then came the yellowing of his skin and eyes, a symptom doctors called jaundice. For a man who had pushed through broken bones and torn ligaments his whole career, this pain was something he could not just shake off. He went in for tests. Doctors ran scans, drew blood, and eventually performed a biopsy. The results hit like a sledgehammer. Stage 3 gallbladder cancer, already involving the bile duct and spreading toward the liver. Medical staff reportedly warned him it was dangerously close to stage 4, which would have drastically reduced his survival odds. This is a key detail. Gallbladder cancer is one of the rarest and most aggressive forms of cancer out there. The American Cancer Society estimates only around 12,000 new cases diagnosed in the United States every single year. It is often linked to gallstones, long-term inflammation, obesity, certain infections, or a family history of the disease. It tends to hit women more than men, and usually older adults, which made Jaa's case at age 48 especially unusual and troubling. The prognosis depends heavily on how early it is caught. When the cancer stays localized, the 5-year survival rate sits around 67%. But once it spreads to distant organs, that number drops to a terrifying 4%. Jaa was right on the edge, and every day mattered. Doctors moved fast. They scheduled a massive surgery, an 8-hour operation that would push the limits of modern oncology. During the procedure, surgeons removed 26 cancerous lesions from his bile duct and liver. 26. Think about that for a second. That is an absolutely massive surgical undertaking, and the recovery alone would have broken most people. But that was just the beginning. Surgery alone was not enough. Jaa began an intense chemotherapy regimen, the kind that strips the body down to almost nothing and then asks you to rebuild from the bottom up. He lost significant weight during treatment, which is exactly what the online rumor mill saw in those leaked photos. People assumed the worst, completely unaware that he was actively fighting for his life. And get this, throughout all of it, Jaa never once used his fame to push a public campaign or ask for donations or even make a statement asking for prayers. He just went quiet. His family said later that he wanted to fight this the same way he approached every role, with humility and without wires. No shortcuts, no public spectacle, just focus. Gallbladder cancer involving the bile duct is particularly nasty because the bile duct carries digestive fluids from the liver to the small intestine. When a tumor blocks that flow, it causes the jaundice symptoms Jaa experienced. It also makes surgery incredibly complex because the liver is right there, and any damage during operation could be fatal. The fact that his Thai medical team managed to remove 26 lesions in a single 8-hour operation is, hands down, a medical accomplishment worth celebrating. Meanwhile, Jha reportedly deepened his Buddhist practice during this time. Some Thai sources claim he spent periods at temples between treatments, using meditation and traditional healing rituals alongside his medical care. This blend of modern medicine and ancient spirituality is deeply rooted in Thai culture, and many patients there follow similar paths during serious illnesses. By early 2026, something remarkable started to happen. The treatments were working. The lesions had been cleared. His body was responding. And on March 12, 2026, the 50-year-old stunned the world at an awards ceremony, walking out publicly for the first time in nearly 2 years. He looked thinner, yes, but his eyes were sharp. And what he announced next left the entire audience silent before thunderous applause erupted. What Tony Jha revealed that night changed the narrative completely and sparked questions nobody expected. Cancer-free announcement that stunned the entire martial arts world. March 12, 2026. Tony Jha stepped onto that awards ceremony stage in Thailand, and the room went still. For nearly 2 years, fans had been starving for any update, any sign, any word. And now here he was, in person, looking them in the eyes. Then he said the words nobody expected this early. Cancer-free. The announcement spread across Thai media within minutes. Surgeons had confirmed that the cancer had been completely cleared from his system. The 26 lesions removed during that marathon surgery, combined with the brutal chemotherapy rounds, had done their job. His body, tested by decades of punishing stunts, had somehow found the strength to heal. Jha was visibly emotional. He thanked his Thai medical team, his family, his monks, and his fans. He talked about the months of rehabilitation that rebuilt his strength, the daily exercise routines he followed even when he could barely stand, and the quiet moments of meditation that kept him grounded when everything felt hopeless. And that was just the beginning of the reveals. In posts leading up to the announcement, Jha had dropped hints that only made sense in hindsight. One message read, "The journey is about to begin. One more round." Fans had thought it was promotional material for a film. Nobody realized it was his personal mantra for beating cancer. Here is the twist you didn't see. Jha also announced that his original stunt team was regrouping. New martial arts projects were already in discussion. The man who built his career on wire-free authenticity was planning a full comeback, and the martial arts world could barely contain its excitement. But then came the conversations that took a different turn. Social media, particularly Reddit's Kung Fu cinema communities and Thai fan forums, exploded with theories about what really caused his cancer. Some fans started connecting dots that medical experts had not publicly addressed. One popular theory focused on his career itself. Decades of high-impact stunts, countless training injuries, and repeated trauma to the body. Could years of Muay Thai's punishing repetition have caused chronic inflammation leading to cellular damage? Some medical studies do suggest that long-term inflammation can contribute to certain cancers, though gallbladder cancer specifically has no proven link to physical trauma. Another theory looked at performance supplements, traditional Thai herbal remedies, possible anabolic substances used in professional stunt circles, or even rumored steroid use. There has never been any credible evidence that Jha used anything like that, and his devout Buddhist practice strongly suggests otherwise. But the theory persisted online. Environmental factors came up too. Thailand's rural farming regions where Jha grew up have historically dealt with heavy pesticide use. Some speculated that childhood exposure to agricultural chemicals, combined with pollution from urban film sets later in life, created a toxic cocktail. There is some scientific basis for environmental cancer risks, but connecting it directly to Jha's case remains speculation. The wildest theories came from conspiracy circles. Some claimed Big Pharma intentionally suppresses natural cancer cures like cannabis oil, turmeric protocols, or baking soda treatments. These same groups pointed to Jha's recovery as supposed proof that holistic methods work alongside conventional treatment. However, credible oncologists consistently debunk these claims, noting that while diet and lifestyle matter, there is no secret natural cure being hidden from the public. Then there were the karmic theories floating around Thai Buddhist circles. Given Jha's deeply spiritual background combined with his violent on-screen roles, some fans speculated about cosmic balance or spiritual testing. Others joked lovingly that he had elbowed cancer the same way he elbows villains in his films. What most people do not realize is that pre-diagnosis rumors of drug use and HIV, which circulated in 2024 and 2025, later morphed into cover-up theories. Some online voices questioned whether it was really cancer or some kind of strategic PR move during a quiet career period. Others suggested rival industry sabotage through poisoning, though none of these claims have any evidence whatsoever. Gallbladder cancer, the real diagnosis confirmed by multiple Thai hospitals, affects roughly 2 out of every 100,000 people in the United States each year. Globally, it is more common in parts of South America, India, and parts of Asia. Risk factors include gallstones, chronic gallbladder inflammation, obesity, older age, and female sex. Jha fit almost none of the typical risk profile, which is exactly what made his case so unusual. The theories about his illness barely scratch the surface of what fans are still debating online today. Wild theories, rumors, and the mystery fans cannot let go of now. Let us talk to you, the person watching this right now, wondering if all of this really happened the way it has been reported. You might be asking yourself the same questions thousands of fans are asking. How does a man in peak physical condition suddenly develop stage 3 gallbladder cancer? How does he recover so completely in under 2 years? Are we missing a key detail here? The thing is, Tony Jha's case genuinely is unusual, and that unusualness fuels endless speculation. Let us walk through what the mystery crowd keeps bringing up. First, the timing. Jha disappeared from public life in 2024, but the diagnosis only went public in early 2026. That nearly 2-year gap gave rumors plenty of room to grow. In the age of instant social media updates, silence from a celebrity always raises eyebrows. Some fans argue the delay in public information suggests the situation was even more severe than reported, while others believe it was purely a personal choice to protect his family. Second, the specific cancer type. Gallbladder cancer is so rare and so aggressive that many oncologists rarely see a single case per year. For a 48-year-old man, physically conditioned, with no clear risk factors, to develop stage 3 disease is medically uncommon. This rarity is exactly what pushes people toward alternative explanations. Third, the recovery. A complete clearance of cancer after 26 lesions were surgically removed is remarkable. Medical science has advanced significantly, and modern chemotherapy combined with skilled surgery can absolutely produce these outcomes. But combined with Jha's Buddhist practice, his monk ordination period, and his disciplined lifestyle, fans see it as almost miraculous. Doctors call it medicine working as intended, but the public tends to want a bigger story. Here is a wow factor most people overlook. bile duct involvement, which is what Ja had, typically carries a 5-year survival rate of around 10 to 15% for stage 3 patients. His recovery, confirmed cancer-free at the 1.5-year mark, places him in a very fortunate minority. That alone is worth pausing to appreciate. Broader cancer conspiracies also got mixed into the Ja conversation. Theories about 5G radiation causing disease, vaccines being responsible, chemtrails, processed foods as engineered plagues. All of these circulate online constantly, and celebrities like Ja often get pulled into the narrative. Scientific consensus consistently rejects these claims, but they keep gaining traction because they offer simple answers to complex medical realities. The martial arts community specifically debated lifestyle factors. Extreme diets used for film preparation, severe dehydration during training, repetitive organ trauma from years of Muay Thai conditioning. While none of these have been proven to cause gallbladder cancer, the community's concern reflects how deeply fans care about Ja's well-being. Optimists see his story as pure inspiration. A real-life warrior beating the odds without wires, without shortcuts, using the same discipline that made him famous. Pessimists warn about industry pressures, the financial stress of aging stunt performers, and the hidden costs of Hollywood careers. What is often overlooked is how Ja's quiet battle highlights the importance of celebrity privacy. In an age of constant oversharing, he chose silence. He protected his family, he fought on his own terms, and when he returned, he did so with grace and gratitude rather than resentment or blame. Cancer affects millions of people worldwide every year. The World Health Organization estimates roughly 20 million new cancer cases globally in 2022 alone, with projections climbing each year. Debates over genetic versus environmental causes, prevention through diet and exercise versus deeper systemic issues in healthcare, continue without clear resolution. Tony Ja's story adds another layer of grit to this ongoing conversation. It proves that even icons, even warriors, fight invisible battles using the same discipline they show on screen. His return signals hope not just for martial arts fans, but for anyone facing a serious diagnosis. The message is simple: keep fighting, keep training, keep believing. Whether you are landing flying knees on screen or sitting in a chemotherapy chair, the mindset is the same. One more round. So, do you think Tony Ja's recovery was mostly modern medicine, spiritual discipline, or something fans still are not being told? Drop your thoughts below, hit that like button, and subscribe for more stories that dig deeper than the headlines ever will.